so much.
Oh man,
yes.
I bet. I was like, this is a big change.
Oh, it is a big change, and I was terrified of it. But the energy is very much me. So yeah,
cool.
it's like. So wait, you posted recently about writing. I've always wanted to be like, I rode dirt bikes when I was a kid, but I've always wanted to like be that grown up, but I feel like I'd die, so I shouldn't. But you got into it recently again. Is it scarier now because you're older?
It is scary only because like you can't repair from the crashes because like dirt biking, that's not dirt biking, but yeah, we ride those really fast bikes. But with dirt biking, you can't really not crash. Like, I mean, you're constantly sort of like out of control and crashing.
Yeah.
But I just went recently with a buddy of mine, and he, like third lap or fourth lap, first session out, bounced in like the flat, and then like off a jump, snapped his leg in half, and I was like, okay, this is a sign. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this very much anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And as a kid, like, you don't care. Like,
no,
you know,
that's what I'm saying. It's scarier the older you.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of fear in there.
You hit the ground and you're a little bit more like bouncy, I guess.
Like Gumby. Remember Gumby? Yeah.
My daughter's the same. She just will flop, and I'll be like, oh, we're going to the hospital, and she's just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you made
how
of?
old is he now?
He's 8.
Oh
8,
yeah.
And she's now 10.
Indestructible. Like, indestructible at that.
He's a Tasmanian devil. So you're also doing something safer, which I didn't really know this about you, but you are an artist as well, in the form of like drawing and
you
stuff.
can call it an artist exactly, but
I could never. Wait, are we showing it? The clip that I saw, that I could never draw that.
It's an oddly shaped
The shading,
head.
like everything.
Yeah, I look like I have a growth on the left side of my head.
Oh my God! Oh, Channing, I would love to be able to draw. My grandmother drew so well, and I've always wanted to, and I try, and I'm not good at it. It's so cool.
It's probably the relationship I have the least. It requires nothing of me. I can just
like
sort
no
of
pressure.
Yeah, exactly. I've never taken a class, but I've always loved sculpting and drawing. But I can leave it. I can walk away from it. I can pick it up again, and it's I don't know. It's like a bit of therapy.
I've always wanted to do that too. Take a sculpting class. I've always I've tried it once before, and it's just a lot harder than I thought.
It's really. I mean, other than like therapy and like exercise, I think it's like one of the best things for your brain, just to like kind of go into something that isn't you and just sort of.
So that's
like,
Legos for me.
Legos?
I do Legos with my son.
That is psychotic.
I know. But those directions are so clear, and you can be slightly inebriated. You can be slightly inebriated
no way, man.
You would think I'm a serial killer at my house.
I get anxiety just thinking of that.
Oh my God! You know, it's so meditative. My son and I are addicted. Yeah.
No.
We just sit at our dining room. My dining room table is Legoland. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
My daughter and I couldn't be more of the like. You could like give us like the instructions or whatever, but next thing you know, we're gonna be building something that
doesn't exist. My son does that too. Yeah. But I am different. I'm like, is that what it says to do?
You're like, it doesn't say to go there. Like
I let him. I'm just kidding. He creates. He's like a little engineer, but no, it's meditative though, for me.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that.
I heard that also Diane Keaton has been liking your posts, your artwork.
I just found this out.
Which is kind of amazing.
Your producer told me, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I literally
How do I call you?
Yeah. She's
How do I call you?
She's like, I want to buy this. How do I get this? And I'm like, what? I swear to God, I was beside myself. I'm such a
Keaton
massive
said, how do I
Keaton.
call you?
Yeah, I'm like, here's my number, Diane.
Yeah.
Like, I will give it to you anytime. I'm DMing with her now.
Diane
like, I'm
Keaton,
just
that's
like,
incredible. Yeah.
Please answer my DM, Diane.
Yeah. And it's a really expensive piece of art at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, because Diane Keaton
like,
is not poor.
No.
All right, we have Dr. Channing Tatum, everybody. He's got 2 films out this summer. Fly Me to the Moon is out July 12th, and that was a look at Blink Twice, which premieres August 23rd. These are very different movies.
Could not be farther apart.
Did you mean to do that? Do you? Because as an actor, I would want to. If I were an actor, I would want to do different things.
I wish I could say that I planned out my career better. I know my agents would love it if I did that better. But no, it just sort of came. You know, I think most of my like parts just sort of like show up, and then I'll be like, yes, this is it. Maybe a little bit. They're so different, probably because just naturally you don't want to do the same thing that you just did.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are probably this character, the Blink Twice character, is a complete and utter psychopath. I mean, he's yeah. Is it
fun to play that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like weirdly, but yeah, it was definitely a shock that Zoe even wanted to like think of me for this.
Oh no, I'm gonna come back to this. So I heard that Zoe actually, your fiancée, Zoë Kravitz actually wrote and directed it. So I heard that she actually was thinking of you while writing the character.
Yeah,
so what the hell does that mean?
Still,
What does that mean?
Still processing it, to be honest. Yeah, we're in therapy like, about it.
It's like somebody walking up to Kathy Bates and being like, I had you in mind for this role. Like,
full psycho, yeah. No, I don't really know. I really don't know. I mean, she has an answer. Maybe that's a better question for her.
Yeah.
But I guess I am kind of like that. I mean, he's the only character that I truly, I always have to kind of fall in love with the people I play.
Yeah.
You just don't ever love this guy.
Yeah, but is that what you love about him?
Probably. Maybe it was just so sort of opposite, and I mean, you kind of have to create something in your head for every single character that you do, and I usually pull from some sort of part of myself, and this one I just got to make up something that was so far out there, man. He's a little.
Yeah.
He's a little
it
crazy.
Seems fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So what is the movie about, though?
The movie is about Frida, which is a young sort of cocktail waitress at this event, and Slater King is a kind of a tech billionaire. I play Slater King, and he invites her to his island for like a bit of a getaway, a little vacation, and partying and drugs and drinking, and then something's happening on the island that you don't get to sort of understand. You're like, something's weird's going on, and then this thing unfolds that is pretty wild. It's a movie that I can honestly say they don't make them very much like this anymore, because it balances entertainment, and you probably shouldn't be entertained with like the subject matter that's going on underneath it all, but it's very, very entertaining, and like it's weird to say it about this film.
I love that it's different, though. It's different from other things out right now. Like I feel like a lot of things will come out and it's like similar, and I like that it's different.
There's usually movies, especially now, have to pick a lane. Either are you going to be an art movie that has like a social commentary that is very serious and almost feels like homework, or are you like pure entertainment? And this one truly does. It balances both of them.
And there's room for all those. I mean, we love all those, depending on our mood. So
yes,
is it true, though, that you and Zoe break down films together? Because I can never watch a film with you.
No, you would hate it. You would hate it. We talk all the way through it.
Oh, my
like, the
God.
Whole way
you are
through
my
the movie.
daughter.
Yeah, we'd be like, ooh, I really like that shot. That's I wonder what lens that is. And then we're like, that's a weird choice to make. I bet you I know what's coming next. I mean, we don't stop talking the entire time.
You are a runner of movies.
Yeah.
But you're both like this.
Yeah.
So that works. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was like, the first movie that we watched, I was like, look, I kind of talk through movies sometimes. She's like, I do too. And we watched Rosemary's Baby for our first. Look, it's a weird relationship, all right? It's why it works. Like, don't judge us.
Nothing light. So wait, your other movie is Fly Me to the Moon. I love this. What did you like about this one?
Fly Me to the Moon is just, again, it's kind of a movie that maybe they don't make very much anymore. The dialogue's incredible. The characters are so good, but it's set in like a really big sort of movie event, the moon landing of '68.
Yeah.
And it's just like a sweet kind of, I don't know, have you ever seen like His Girl Friday or whatever? It's a really beautiful old Cary Grant movie.
Yeah. I love Cary Grant.
Yeah, he's so
Thank you.
so
I will
good.
be watching that this summer.
It's so good. The dialogue, the characters are just, they're tight.
Mine's like an affair to remember Cary Grant.
Ooh,
Deborah
yeah,
Kerr.
yeah. Ooh, good one.
Don't
Watch
talk
that.
during it.
Yeah, don't invite me. Don't invite me. Actually, I probably wouldn't talk through it if Zoe wasn't there. So maybe I should.
It's
I
y'all's
watch.
thing.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I
our
like
thing.
that.
But yeah,
it's a great movie. They don't make them like this either. It's romantic. There's comedy in there, but there's serious subject matters, character things going on.
To get to act with Scarlett, like, that was one of the biggest draws for me, because I've just been such a fan of hers. And then as soon as you get around Scarlett, like, she has a brother, I have a sister, like, we became very, like, just at each other and just bothering each other the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you forget that she's Scarlett Johannson. Like, you forget that she's like, one of the biggest movie stars alive right now. And then you have a scene with her where you just get reminded really quickly that, she, at the perfect monologue, like, there's a perfect tear, like, and you're just like, wait, what just happened? We were just hanging out, and now you're acting your face off, and you just get reminded really quickly why she is who she is.
Y'all have really cute chemistry in it, and I love your character's sense of humor. It's so dry.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
She just frustrates me the whole movie. Like,
yeah. But that's why we love watching them.
Yeah.
I love watching those. Kenny has had many memorable roles from Step Up, From 21 Jump Street to Magic Mike in his current role in Fly Me to the Moon, which you can see in theaters July 12th. So we love watching those movies, but what were those moments like for Channing himself? Well, we're gonna find out with a list of superlatives from Channing's career and life. This is... All right. So we're gonna ask Channing about some memorable roles, and he's gonna share, you know, his film's characters or behind-the-scenes moments, like whichever things come to mind. So let's start with the scariest scene to shoot. What's the scariest?
The scariest that I think, you know, it's very.
Is this the scariest?
It's very close. Yes. Yeah. It's very, very close. Yeah. No. It's actually that because, like, you know, it's very archetypal, is that right? Word-wise, you know, everyone's had the dream where you're like butt naked in front of a bunch of people and no one else is butt naked.
That happens to me every day almost.
Almost every single
we're in
Magic Mike,
and stuff,
you're just sort of like, I wrote this and now I have to go out in front of, you know, 300 people and get butt naked. And,
I'm a nudist. I'm totally okay with being naked. Yeah.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. I am. I think
support
bodies
this.
are fine, and I think we're weird about it. We make it weird, and naked bodies are funny. Like, being naked is funny. Like, think Gravity
naked
even gets funnier.
Funny. Yeah. Some naked bodies are very funny.
So are you comfortable in that, or it is scary for you?
It's scary, yeah, because, I mean, on set at least, because no one else is naked. It's funny when, like, everyone else is naked, or someone else is, at least one other person.
I think if you grow up in sports or, like, theater, like, you're just used to it.
Yeah,
like,
we're a sort of naked house, I think.
Yeah. Well, the older we get, Gravity is fun. But what's the best location you've ever shot at?
I have a weird one. Budapest. Budapest, I guess, is how you say it. But I don't know. I didn't know anything about Budapest, and then I filmed there, and I was like, this city is amazing.
I've never been there.
It's so fun. Like the people are great. There's just never like crime. Like there's no people. You know, you go out in certain places, and there's a fight in the bars every night. But like literally everyone just like got along like kumbaya there. It was amazing. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go there.
It's a really beautiful city too.
That seems fun. Okay, what's your favorite costume that you've ever worn?
I don't know. It's probably pretty. People don't call me for like period movies, really. They're just like, you just stay in contemporary.
Now they will. Yeah.
I did a Roman film where I got to wear the whole Roman garb, and that was. Yeah, look at that thing.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's cool. And you get to be dirty.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Like
just to be able to be dirty, because usually you have to be so clean.
Totally.
Like, you know, they don't get this, yeah. You know, like when you're shooting, they're like, please don't screw this suit up. I just want to be naked and dirty. It sounds weird. It sounds weird, but it is true. Okay, so the next one is hardest scene to get through without laughing. Now that had to come from 21 Jump Street, right?
Yes, definitely. There's so many funny people in that movie. Rob Riggle on that movie is, he has Jonah and I's like number. That is probably the only picture that you will see with us all three on screen because one of us is laughing. Me and Jonah cannot look at Rob Riggle without laughing. I don't know what it is. Like, we just like, we just will have to look away. He's the funniest person. He just has our number. I don't know what it is. He just can make us laugh. He can make us break.
What a fun set, though. Like, come to work and, like, make a movie everybody's going to love, but, like, still have such a great time and laughing.
That's truly what the whole, like, me and Jonah just make fun of each other the whole time and yeah, make each other laugh.
Yeah, very fun. All right, what's the favorite cameo you've ever had?
I mean, getting to be sexually inappropriate with Brad Pitt and Bullet Train
Who gets to say that?
Bucket list. As about as high. I didn't even know there was a bucket that went that high.
Yeah.
You know, I was
just
like, hey.
It, sir.
I think I made him uncomfortable once.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Which even more of a bonus.
Yeah, I was just like, this is all time.
Because he seems pretty game and all in for some random. Yeah,
he's
so
ready.
if you're making him uncomfortable, you have job well done.
I was like, did I reach a line there? Did I put my toe over the line?
Cross
all right,
it
sorry, sir,
with a smile.
my bad.
Most intimidating co-star. You've had a lot of amazing co-stars. That's...
Yeah, I mean, there's too many to name. I'm intimidated by almost everyone, but...
Which is hilarious.
I mean, it's always the kids, weirdly. Like, when, like, younger, like, because, I don't know, adults like to play, but, like, when a kid shows up, they're, like, ready to go, and you're just like, oh, man, I don't even know if I remember my lines. Like, like they're so good, and they're usually so serious.
Wait, so we've both written children's books, so have you ever read at, like, your kid's school? I did that once, and it was the most terrifying thing.
I was, like, jackhammering. I was so nervous. I was, like I had to make her hold the book because I was just trembling.
Shaking?
Yeah.
I know, I thought this would be so easy, and I walked in and I was like, man, and I was
voice trembling a little.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Put me on any stage and I'm fine, but these children just.
The stakes are too high because you're just like.
And you want to be cool for your kid.
I have a story of like I used to do all these voices like for my daughter, and my daughter would just be like, just read it normal.
Oh, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I go in my British accent and then I do the whole story like this, and they hate it.
Yeah, they're just like, just don't do all that.
Yeah.
And,
my son likes it.
And then when I started to go and read at her school, like I started to just do it normally, and she's like, Dad, do the voices, and I'm like. You're making me crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I was like,
gaslighting.
do you like it or do you not? Yeah,
that's
you just
gaslighting.
yeah, it was good to know that she had liked it, but just didn't like it all the time, I guess.
No, it's funny. My son likes it. My daughter hates it. So now I just do it. I'm like, you shouldn't have told me you hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, now it's just a fun red button.
I'm doing it my way.
My way. Yeah. Frank Sinatra. Here we go. Too much coffee. Dad jokes. Okay. And that was most, least, best. I never would have guessed. Everybody give it up for Channing Tatum. You can see him in Fly Me to the Moon in theaters July 12th and in Blink twice in theaters August 23rd.